I'm Rebecca Soffer. I'm the co-founder of Modern Loss. I think that in our culture, we haven't normalized the topic of grief to the point where just the average person feels like they know what to do or say when somebody in their life suffers a loss. So as a result, we're awkward and we sometimes disappear and we sometimes frequently actually put our foot, down our throats and say things like they're in a better place or it takes a year, and these things don't really help anybody, right? That's not really what you need to hear when you're grieving. What you really need is for somebody to make it clear that they see you in your very hard thing that you're going through, that there is nothing that you can say or do to them that is going to scare them off, and that they are willing to sit with you in a really, really uncomfortable and sometimes sad and sometimes angry and sometimes really quiet space. All people need is to feel acknowledged in their loss. And they need other specific things too, but that is the primary need of anybody who goes through something really, really hard. And so if we just learn that we don't actually have to know the perfect thing to say to somebody who's grieving. There's no magic bullet, there's no vaccine that's gonna cure this or prevent, pain. All you need to do is say, this looks really, really hard, and I wish I knew the perfect thing to say, but I don't. But I care about you, and I'm here to listen, I'm here to hang out, I'm here to ask questions, I'm here to take you out, I'm here. At Modern Loss, we actually like to say that we don't pass judgment on anybody, and that as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, you should grieve and live your loss however you see fit. And we also like to say that if you're supporting somebody who's living with loss, just do whatever feels right to you. But we do have like a little asterisk in our Modern Loss tenets, which do reserve the right to pass judgment on certain terms, which we have learned over the course of many years of growing and maintaining this community really do not help people. The first one is, putting a timeline on loss, saying something like, it takes a year. First of all, it doesn't take a year. What is it? Does it mean that all of a sudden they're not going to be grieving anymore, that they're going to forget their person, that they're going to be super happy? That's just not the way that loss works. Loss is something that is folded into your life 24/7, 365 for the rest of your life. It's something that you actually just have to incorporate in your life, not something that you get over. It's not like a contained experience. And so when you say something like, it takes a year, or it's been a month, or it's been 5 years, why aren't you over it by now? All you're doing is making that person feel like they're doing grief wrong, that something is wrong with them because they're not adhering to a certain timeline. And the fact of the matter is that anybody who has grieved knows that there is no timeline to grief. It's not a linear process.